Coach, you don't have the regular complement of a whole week to prepare for a team like NYCFC. What are the challenges of a condensed preparation schedule?
Yeah, the challenge is that you have less training session in a tactical way, so it's more recovery training, and today was a little bit more than recovery training, but the focus is then more in our video sessions to prepare the game for tomorrow.
Thanks for it, George. Coach, both teams are playing amazing right now. So
Mhm.
this derby is huge.
It's the best.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at right now? Obviously, you mentioned the short week, but kind of grasping this is your first one. So kind of with NYCFC, how you kind of putting this all together going into this week?
Yeah, for us, first of all, to have the focus on our target, how we want to play, and which is important, our behavior on the field. And we know that it's a special game, and we said this in the morning in our meeting today. And it's not a normal game in a regular season. It's a special game. It's derby game, and we had this experience last Wednesday against DC United. It was also a special game for us, and so next game, short week. We have 6 points now in this week. New York City as well is a very good team, especially in the last weeks. Also, they got the results and they have quality in the roster, and it's good. It's good to see now tomorrow to have the opportunity against a very good team. How we can defend and how can we attack against them.
Coach, the beginning of the year, I mean, a lot of people were talking about the depth of the squad. These past weeks, we saw a pretty good rotation and a lot of people showing up. What was your input on that?
That is the reason that the coach is, sometimes it's good not to read everything at the beginning of the season. So yeah, it's our work. It's the work from our whole coaching staff, from the whole medical staff to bring all the players in a very good spot. It's the behavior of the players every day to be ready in the training session with the highest energy which we need. So, and the result is then development, individual development, as a team, the development, and it's good to see that we get also the results.
We'll go to Anthony on Zoom.
Hello, Coach. Derby games tend to be very emotional. How are you helping the team manage both their emotions going into a big rivalry game, but also being able to execute what they need to do?
Yeah. You need energy, you need emotions for the best performance, which we need tomorrow as well, but in a clear direction. This is the main target for tomorrow. Without emotions, it's nothing, and then you cannot play good enough. You need this energy, you need these emotions, what I said, but in a clear direction with a clear focus on our target, individual positional target, and as a team.
Next, we have Daniel Feuerstein on Zoom.
Good afternoon, Sandro. Hope you're well. Just to talk about New York City FC, they had a bad start, but they've gotten back into the standings in the East and the table. What do you have to be aware of with a club like this that had a bad start, but now they've turned it on in recent matches?
To be honest, I didn't watch or we didn't analyze the first games in the season. So we analyzed the last games, the last couple of weeks of New York City, and in this period of the season they played very well. We watched from our coaching staff and me. We watched one game live in the stadium. It was after our Inter Miami game. They played the home game on Sunday against Colorado, and to get a feeling for the stadium, because this is new experience for me, to be honest. I have never played a soccer game in a baseball stadium, so and this was then for us important to get this feeling in the stadium, and yeah, it's a little bit strange. But we will play the good messages. We will play soccer tomorrow and not baseball.
Next, we'll go to Voss.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Speaking with Nick Cushing earlier today, we asked him about what it meant for his squad, this derby, and he tried to downplay it, saying that it's just another game. Just the same question for you, Coach. What does it mean to you and your squad going up against the other side of New York with 3 points on the line that separate you both?
Yeah, it's a game, and we need our tactical principle. New York City for sure, they need their principles, their tactic. So yeah, this is our focus first of all, and our main goal is to get these 3 points on the road in the stadium, and to create the right emotions for this game with our supporters. We know, and we knew it on last Wednesday, how important is this game for our club, for the employers, for the whole staff, for the supporters. So I have the responsibility for that, to create the right emotions for tomorrow. And last Wednesday was good to see that we are ready in these games, and now we have the next opportunity for tomorrow against New York City.
I don't see any more hands. If anybody has any more questions for Coach.
That's it.
Mark?
Yeah.
Come on.
Coach, they've had some interesting staffing challenges at forward. Martinez, I think, is playing that role right now, but is your defensive setup going to change depending on who they might throw out tomorrow?
Yeah, we have to look our first of all, we have to look our situation after these 2 games now in this short week, and then to take the decision how the opponents play in the offensive structure, and all these kinds of these situations, of these numbers, statistics. This have an influence of our starting lineup, and then we have to decide tomorrow. Then the back 4 behavior, the 6th position, and our behavior in our attacking line. So this is what we have to decide tomorrow.
We got him up.
Coach, at the end of the last game, actually not last game, in home against New England, Vidal Ibisevic, your assistant coach, he celebrated like very, very loudly when Harper scored. How was that experience with him?
Yeah, but did you see how he was in Washington D.C. after the goal from Elias Manuel? But we said this in our video session on Thursday. No, it's good to see that all our coaches in our staff, that they have a good relationship, and a lot of individual analyze with the guys, with the players, which is important for them. And it's good to see that everyone has the energy, has the emotion on the bench. We need this, we need the whole bench, and especially the last 15-20 minutes. Our game in DC United was unbelievable. It was amazing from the whole team to give our players on the field the energy, and this is what we need from the whole staff here in the facility every day. And when it's match day, we need everyone, and especially tomorrow in this big baseball stadium.
Next, we go to Daniel Feuerstein on Zoom.
Just to go back on Wednesday night, Sandro, I know you were happy with the performance from everyone, and you said that obviously everyone on the roster has to contribute, but what made you feel proud about the play of Cameron Harper? How not only chipping against New England on Saturday, but getting that goal against DC to continue his progress.
Great, it's great to see that, and I mentioned this before. It was not only Saturday; it was 18 hours later on Sunday on the training field. Was very well in a lot of good transition moments, and he kept the last days in his individual performance, and that's good to see him in a very good spot.
Next, we go to Anthony Merced on Zoom.
Coach, obviously rotation is important with all of these games. We've seen Emil Forsberg play a significant amount of minutes. Or should we expect some of the usual starters to be rotated again for this game? And do you have any idea of who that might be?
Yeah, it's a very good question. To be honest, you have for both sides arguments not to change the starting lineup from Wednesday because the performance was very well. On the other side, you can find arguments to change because it's only 2 days between these 2 games. So The training sessions today, our insights was very good from the whole team. So we will see. We have to check tomorrow morning. Short activation and then to have a talk with 1-2 players, a conversation, and then to decide how's the starting lineup. But to be honest, this is what you asked. What I answered is you have for both sides not to change something. Arguments.
Hey everyone, we have time for 2 more questions with the coach. First, we go to Voss on Zoom.
How's it going, Coach? Again, just wanted to ask you about the challenges that it takes for you personally to try to prepare your squad without trying to overwork them with so many games close to one another. And just as a follow-up, is it the first time that you've had such a congested schedule to deal with?
No, to be honest, not. I in this business more than I don't know 2-3 years, because it's not the first time now to have this the schedule to play Saturday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday. So it's then the training session different load than compared to the regular season, and then you have not Tuesday, Wednesday big tactical sessions. So this is more than recovery sessions, technical training, something like that, individual training a little bit. And the main focus is then on video sessions to prepare the whole team.
Everyone, we have time for 1 more question with the coach if anybody has one. No. Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you, Joe.